Hey everybody, welcome to Module 8. Here is your little background for the week. Want to help you guys as we move into our next assignment and give you a little sense of what's coming up here on this. So this next block of modules, we're going to move into digital experience. How all of our things and all of the content, all of the other pieces that we're creating to come together in the digital realm to create a really one-of-a-kind, meaningful, impactful experience for our audience. So things like the website, use of new technology, virtual reality, all of those things come together to guide the audience how they should feel, what they should think. All of that stuff creates an experience. So think about an example of like a restaurant. You go to a place, and the best restaurants, it's a lot more than just the food that they're offering. So think about your product as the food that's offered there, but give them an experience. How is it for ordering the piece? How is it for getting to consume the product? How is it getting to learn about and research and grow? All of the other things that are coming together in the virtual digital worlds to create a meaningful experience, this digital experience. That's all what we're going to be covering in this next piece. This assignment for this piece, much like the last one, has individual and group components. So think about it like this. The individual analysis is going to be the base that you're doing. That's going to be due first. That's going to be due on a week from 1 week and 1 day, so Tuesday coming up for early on, because I want you guys getting that done early for this piece, and then there's going to be a full group plan that comes later. So a week and 1 day from today, your individual analysis is due, and then the normal 2 weeks on 11:59 on Sunday is when your group plan is going to be due. So the individual analysis, you should meet as soon as possible as a group to discuss who is going to take on which competitor. These should be real competitors that are out in the world. So you are going to do an analysis of what a competitor out in your world is doing for a digital experience that they have. And you want to make sure that you guys are working as a group on this so you aren't repeating anybody. Decide on the format as well and the criterion that you're going to look against. Your individual analyses don't need to be identical to your group members, but it's going to help later on when you get to that group plan if you're all kind of looking at it and evaluating things in the same way and formatting them in similar ways. So even though it's an individual assignment, it's a lot easier if you get together and make them the same and how you're thinking about and approaching these things. If you're kind of stuck and you're wondering about what things you should be looking at investigating, the assignment sheet, the individual assignment sheet, has a ton of thought starters on things that you can be looking at and engaging with for ideas. Again, remember, don't respond to those directly, but they're ways to think about and you can start approaching this. So make sure you provide examples behind the thinking and why. So don't just say their website is crowded. Show examples, give visual reference for that, pulled out, and why you think it's crowded, why you wouldn't be serving for that. Give examples, explain the why behind these things. So that's your individual assignment. You're going to get together a presentation, submit that a week and 1 day from today on that Tuesday. Then you come together with a group plan. So once you've all done your individual analyses, you're going to come together and create a group synopsis of this that's going to have 2 parts for the group piece. So first, there should be a high-level overview of your individual analyses. And for these, I mean, don't just show your individual analyses. So you shouldn't just be copying and pasting those in there. We should be looking for macro trends. So if you look at some of the professional examples, you'll see how there's some charts and graphs. So say, we're seeing these trends overall from the analysis that we've done on individual competitors, that a lot of them go this way, charts and graphs. I don't want to see pieces of your individual analysis in there. I don't want to see slides on there. For that piece, you're looking for macro trends. So that's the first part, kind of setting the industry landscape. The second part on this is then what you are going to be doing as a group. What kind of digital content experiences are you going to offer that are going to be new, different, memorable, outstanding over where the competition is in? So 2 different pieces, an individual, the macro trends for the industry, and then what you're going to do as a group in this group piece for that. Again, this is going to be due on Sunday. The normal 2 weeks that we have start with a quick review of the individual analyses. You shouldn't be including the actual individual analyses on there. Just quick review, macro trends on those, discuss examples that you see on there. Then think about the digital experience that you are going to offer as a group. Why are you going to do it? What's going to be new and important for that? Excuse me. Think about new ways that you can do and offer something that's going to be really cool and get your audience excited about your brand. As always, connect your audience's wants and needs, your brand value proposition. How are all of those things to be elevated and brought to life? I need to see you guys referring back to those. They started off way back in the semester 5-6 weeks ago, but they're still as important as ever today. So make sure you're continuing to come back to those. It's a big one. It's a big assignment, so please get started right away. Let me know what I can do to help you out, and I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. This will be a fun one. Thanks, everybody.